Time. It slips through our fingers like sand. We chase after distractions, delay what truly matters, and tell ourselves that tomorrow will be different. But how many tomorrows have already passed? How many moments have been lost in things that do not bring us peace, purpose, or fulfillment? Let me tell you a story. When I was still a novice, I often complained about my daily chores. Sweeping the leaves felt endless. No matter how much I cleaned, more leaves would fall. One day, an elder monk sat beside me and said, "Why do you frown while sweeping?" I told him it felt pointless, that I could be doing something more important. He smiled and pointed to the trees. "Do you think they worry when the wind scatters their leaves?" I didn't understand at first, but over time, I realized what he meant. Time, like the falling leaves, never stops moving. We can either waste our energy fighting it or use each moment wisely. Most people live as if time is infinite. We waste it on distractions, on arguments, on waiting for the perfect moment. But perfection never comes. The only time you truly have is now. Ask yourself, how much of your time is spent on things that bring no real value? Mindlessly scrolling, worrying about others' opinions, delaying your dreams? Every second wasted is a second you will never get back. Many people say they don't have time for what truly matters. But if you observe them, you will see. They have time for distraction, but not for growth. They have time for gossip, but not for self-reflection. They have time to chase approval, but not to find their own purpose. What if, instead of wasting time, you used it to build yourself, to learn, to create, to become the person you are meant to be? You don't need to change your whole life in a day. Just begin with awareness. Notice where your time goes. Ask yourself, does this serve my growth? Does this bring me peace? If not, let it go. Like leaves in the wind, release what no longer serves you. Start small. 5 minutes of meditation instead of scrolling. A conversation with a loved one instead of an argument. A step toward your dreams instead of another excuse. Over time, these small choices will shape your entire life. One day, the last grain of sand will fall for each of us. When that moment comes, will you look back with regret? Or will you know that you lived fully, with purpose, with awareness? Do not waste another moment. Choose wisely. Live intentionally. Your time is now. If this message speaks to your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let us all make the most of the time we have.